Hi, I'm Randolph, and he's Mortimer, and we're the Dukes, and pork belly futures are looking bright. They're trading fast. Find out why, and what the hell does Arby's have to do with it? Find out more on Market Watch right after this.
Catchphrase!
You are looking live at Arby's. Roast beef sandwich is delicious on the corner of Beauregard Street and Little River Turnpike. Yes, I've been here many times before. You'll see the sketchy International building across the street with many weird businesses. You've got the 7-Eleven, of course, that's been there for a million years, and a florist. Not a whole lot else going on around here, but going on at Arby's is basically something that has financial implications, because pork bellies are being traded. That's right. They've got the Smokehouse pork belly sandwich and also something even more sinister than that up their sleeves today. We are here to take a look, first of all, at sandwich number 1, which is the Smokehouse pork belly sandwich. And you've got their bakery bun. It looks like a barbecue sauce of some sort. Maybe they're horsey sauce, maybe not. It looks a little dark to be horsey sauce. Onion straws, yellow cheese, and yes, pork bellies, which is basically, in terms of the way it looks, really thick bacon. But, you know, not really so much. And then we have the Smoke Mountain, which is the same sandwich, but instead they also add their slow roasted brisket as well as their slow roasted turkey to the deal. $5.99 for the first sandwich, $6.99 for this one, and then of course we've got dessert, which is a pumpkin cheesecake milkshake. And as you see, it's got that sort of unfortunate pumpkin color there, and the whipped cream on the top. So nothing fancy going on there, just it is what it says it is. And that was, I believe, $3.29. We'll be right back right after this to take a look and taste of all of this stuff and let you know how its futures look right after this on OTR. All right, Snacker Stars, we're back. Obviously, that's not Mortimer. I'm not Randolph. That's just a little trading places humor. But pork bellies indeed have landed at Arby's, and we're here to try them. I'm Brandon. That's Terminator Tony T. And we got our sandwiches here. I wonder how our buddies at Nova Pro Wrestling, the Sandwich Squad, would like these. That's something I'd like to find out.
It's a hefty sandwich.
Yeah, this is the pork belly version. We'll try the Smoke Mountain next. Taking a look again, close up here. Lots of junk in there. Looks alright. And then you don't really get a good view of the pork bellies so much. Oh, and it's got a creamy white junk sauce on the bottom that I was not aware of. So you don't really get a good look at the striation and the, you know, everything on that pork belly there. But it still looks meaty and delicious, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Smells good too. Let's go ahead and take a bite. On first bite, it's a lot more chewy than most of the meats that they offer here. It's got more texture to it and a little bit more smoke, I think. Even though the brisket's usually really smoked pretty well, this seems to be smoked even more. I don't know how long they do this for, but man, it's basically falling apart.
It's definitely thick.
Yeah.
It is chewy. As far as I can tell, the white junk is just mayonnaise.
Yeah, it tastes like
it might have a little bit of a flavor to it, but it just, yeah, it's got some kind of a flavor to it, but it's not just regular mayonnaise, but it's close.
Oh well. Let's take another bite before we give our full impression of this dealio. Okay, well, basically, you know, like I was saying, it's really smoky, it's really thick, we both agreed there. Definitely has like an authentic sort of barbecue taste, you know, like it's been on somebody's backyard barbecue, smoking for hours or whatever. Flavorful, yes. Almost has like a more beefy flavor than pork to me, though, I think.
Yeah, it definitely lends itself to that.
I've never had true pork bellies on their own, so I don't know, you know, if that's how they're supposed to taste or not, but it does taste good on the sandwich. But it's not knocking my socks off so much. It's got good stuff in it. The cheese, while I love cheese, really doesn't really lend too much to the sandwich. It's just kind of there. Maybe they should have put something a little more zesty than that mayonnaise on the bottom, because it's a little pedestrian. and the onions are alright too, but for some reason I'm not getting a wowee out of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree to disagree. I really liked it. I liked the meat. I thought it was really tasty. The smoky flavor is there. Like I said, like you said, it does lend itself towards beef a bit more than pork. But for me, it's hitting on those cylinders where the bun is really good. The meat is not. It's not a cheap. It's not. They're not chinsing you out on the meat. There's a nice pile of meat there. The mayonnaise is blending well with the barbecue sauce, which gives something. I'm a fan of that, of a creamy sauce. I'm a big Thousand Island secret sauce kind of guy. So the barbecue and the mayonnaise mixing together really does it for me. I really dig the sandwich.
All right. So what kind of thumb are you talking about there?
I'm not going full. It's good. I'm going about what is it? 3/4.
3/4?
3/4. It's a really good sandwich to me.
You seem like you like it more than me, and I was going to go 3/4. So what do you think? Maybe 7/8?
Okay, 7/8.
All right.
I could see myself eating this again.
Okay. I mean, I would eat it again too, but I would probably eat the brisket before I would get this. I love that brisket sandwich, and thank God it's hung around, and it's part of our next feature. But I am giving the first one a 3/4 thumbs up. Moving on to the amalgamation and the Bilgistic pile of love meat known as Smoke Mountain. So that's got the aforementioned pork belly on it, it's got the aforementioned brisket on it, and it's got smoked turkey on it. Now, I have a checkered history with the turkey here at good old Arby's. I have gotten ill after eating the turkey here before, but then again, I've had it since then and I've been okay, so maybe it was just a bad batch. But every time I eat turkey here, I get a little bit trepidatious.
There is a whole lot going on in this sandwich.
Yeah.
There's meat coming at you from every angle.
Sure is. Yeah, and it's very, very flappy looking. Flappy meat. Let's see if I can get a look at this piece of pork belly. There's a nice piece of pork belly right there. And actually, it's the only piece of pork belly on this whole sandwich. Kind of dark. You see the striation of the fat in there? Yeah, that's pretty neat. Looks almost like a rib. All right.
It looks delicious.
Jam that back in there, but I gotta make sure I get a bite where the pork belly is. Let's do it. Now this one hits the mark for me, man. $1 more and you get 2 more types of meat. Now I wish they had put a little bit more of this pork belly on here, because it is a little scarce. But beyond that, that fantastic brisket helps carry that pork belly flavor even further. The turkey kind of brings it all down a little bit and mellows it out, and I kind of like that too. I like all the combinations of the meat together. I think it's fantastic.
It's a really good sandwich. It might be one piece, but it's a nice, thick, hearty piece. But yeah, the bun is really good. Mine's kind of falling apart, but it's very tasty. The roast beef, you can taste the roast beef, you can taste the turkey. The onion straws are in there, the barbecue sauce is in there, the cheese. It's just all coming together, and it's really happy time in the mouth.
Yeah, and I actually noticed the cheese more in this one than I did on the other one for some reason. I don't know what that is. If it's sort of the meat fats mixing with the cheese and bringing out a different flavor, I don't know, but it seems to work a little bit better in this one than it did in the other one for me. What kind of rating are you giving this one?
I'm going to full thumbs. It's so good. I mean, It's just all of that meat coming together, and it's a nice blend of it. It's not too much of one and not too little of the other. Maybe, like you said, a little bit more of the pork belly, but it's there, and it's a good thick piece, and the flavor just carries through. Thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. Full thumbs up. You can't get too much better than that. I mean, you can buy crappier sandwiches for $7 than this for sure out there in the world nowadays. And so, it's pricey, but it's worth it. Compared to the original Meat Mountain, certainly $3 less and a little less meat. Now, but think about this. Since they brought out the original Meat Mountain, they've added the pork bellies, they've added the meatballs, and they've added the buttermilk chicken, which were not on the original Meat Mountain. Add those to the Meat Mountain, my friend, and then we have a real bilgistic pile of love meat, as Doug Heffernan would say.
I would love to dive into that.
That's right, me too. Now you've got a dessert there, the pumpkin shake. There it is.
It is a pumpkin cheesecake shake. As I've had experience with Arby's shakes before, usually they hit the mark. I'm going to give it a shot and see what it's like.
Do it, Doug. Smooth.
Real tasty.
Yeah?
You can taste the pumpkin, obviously. There is the cheesecake is there. The flavor's there. I'm even detecting a hint of like a graham cracker crust.
Okay. Now, what about spice? Everything is pumpkin spice nowadays. Is there spice in that too, or is it just pumpkin?
It's got this pumpkin spice flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It's really tasty. I like it a lot.
Thank you, Arby's.
Going to thumbs up on this one. I love milkshakes. I'm a big milkshake guy, and this hits the point. I mean, it nails it.
I'll take a milkshake once in a while, but I'm slightly lactose intolerant, so not today. But yes, full thumbs up from Terminator Tony T on the pumpkin milkshake, or pumpkin cheese. I almost said cheesesteak. Pumpkin cheesesteak. Is that any good? Pumpkin cheesecake milkshake here at Arby's.
I'm a fan of pumpkin. I'll eat a pumpkin cheesesteak.
All right.
We'll give it a shot.
Thanks for watching us here today on OTR. Lots of things happening in the SAS, the Snack Food Appreciation Society. You can join that society, be one of us, by clicking on the link down below in the description. Join our Facebook group with hundreds of the coolest people in the world. You should join. Why haven't you? Also, follow me on Twitter and Tony as well over here at Brandon Reich SAS and at GDanzig666. Also, follow me on the Instagram at Brandon Reich SAS. Are you on IG?
No.
No, he's not on IG, so don't follow him on IG. Anyway, also, like, favorite, share, and subscribe. In the meantime, in between time, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Catchphrase!